we hear a lot about the importance of hydration. You got to drink 32 ounces of water, you got to hydrate throughout the day. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about hydration, the importance of hydration, water quality, everything. Welcome to drashori.com. My name is Dr. Ashori. I'm a board-certified family medicine physician, and on this channel, I talk about healthy aging principles to help prevent chronic medical conditions. Hydration is necessary for multiple aspects of function in the body, physiologic functions in the body. So everything from the discs in the spine being adequately hydrated so that they can move properly, to having enough fluid in the brain so that you don't feel headaches, migraine attacks, and also even fatigue. If your eyes are a little bit dry, you're going to get the sensation of being incredibly fatigued. Some of us can drink straight water and we're going to feel very hydrated. Other individuals are going to have a harder time with that because for whatever reason, their intestines just don't absorb what we call free water very well. Free water is water that just doesn't have a lot of minerals, the adequate ratio of salts and sugars and other products in it. And for those individuals, sometimes switching to a little bit of fruit juice or just having more fruits can be a very effective strategy. There are, fortunately, hydration packs that somebody can use if their symptoms are more severe. A hydration pack is a fantastic product that we use in many third world countries or developing countries to help them with severe diarrheal episodes because it has the right ratio of salts and sugars to get absorbed the best within the intestines that are already inflamed. And when you hear that you should really hydrate a lot, you should be drinking glasses and glasses of water every day, that's probably more necessary if you're out and about doing a lot of activity, sweating aggressively, or if you're drinking a lot of liquids that dehydrate you, such as caffeine, teas, and alcohol and sugars. Those things are going to dehydrate you very, very rapidly. Even fruit juice is going to dehydrate you a little bit because of those excess sugars. But again, sometimes it's necessary. If you're not really in that state, drinking water on top of what you're already eating usually is not necessary as long as you're getting enough fresh vegetables and fruits, because maybe older fruits and vegetables just not going to have as much water in it. The water evaporates very, very quickly, which is why they wilt. But if you're having an apple or two a day, if you're having some grapes, if you're having some celery, some carrots, and even potatoes, there's a lot of water in that. In fact, the majority of it is water. If you enjoy the process of just sipping on something, teas are perfectly fine as long as you don't feel dehydrated by them. And especially in hot weather, if you're sweating more, yes, then it makes sense to have a little bit of excess water. However, it's unlikely that drinking more water, just the action of drinking more water, is going to make you healthier or is going to add to anything in your body. Instead, think of it as kind of satiation. Sometimes we just, especially when we're busy and stressed and thinking about stuff, we just need to sip on something, just have something kind of gently next to us that we can put in our mouth. There is this kind of relaxing process, this oxytocin and other chemicals that are released just by putting something in your mouth, and that can calm stresses. So that could be teas, that could be coffee, and that can be water. When it comes to water quality, there is every kind of debate that you can hear. If somebody talks about reverse osmosis water, somebody else will talk about the microplastics in the reverse osmosis systems. If somebody talks about the Berkey water filter, somebody else will talk about the chemicals that are released from it. In general, understand that your body can handle quite a lot of chemicals. But consider that if you're drinking maybe 32 ounces of straight water from your tap every single day, well, any kind of chemicals that are there could accumulate. So it might be just good to, on occasion, filter your water, use different types of filter systems. Always pay attention to the different content that is put out by experts who test filtration systems. And in fact, there are good third-party agencies that do water filtration tests, and that's probably a good way to start. You don't need to perfect it. I don't know enough about reverse osmosis to say that it will be an absolute game changer for people. Based on the data that I've reviewed, the cost, the complication, the amount of waste that goes into nature from having reverse osmosis systems, I just don't see it. But again, do your research and figure that part out. For myself, I will drink from the tap if the local tap is safe, and from time to time I will filter my water. And in general, if I am being very, very active and drinking a ton of water, I probably pay more attention and try to have more filtered water. So that's a bit about water. That's a bit about hydration. Don't try to perfect it, but do pay attention. If you feel constantly dehydrated, if your eyes are super dry, hydrating a little bit more can help. If that's not enough, try to add a little bit of those hydration packet solutions into your water. See if that makes a difference, and try to get the majority of your hydration naturally from fruits and vegetables. Thanks for watching, guys.